Do you struggle with being organized enough to throw a good party? Well, you're in luck because today we're going to talk about how to improve your next Super Bowl party here on Get Organized with Jodi. Hi, I'm Jodi Granok. I'm a certified professional organizer with over 15 years in the field. And at the time of this recording, we are just coming out of a Super Bowl weekend. How did your Super Bowl go? Did you host a party? Do you find it stressful to host a party? Are you always kicking yourself about things that you forgot to do or things that you forgot to serve? Well, I'm going to take you inside the mind of a professional organizer and walk you through a little bit about how my Super Bowl party went in the sense of how I like to prepare for a party both before, during, and after. And while I can't guarantee that you'll have as cute of a guest as I did here with my cat Chive in the picture, I think that these 8 tips are really going to help you for your next party. So the first tip I have is to create a digital folder. So make a folder, whether it's on your phone or your computer, and dedicate it to Super Bowl parties. That way you have one place where you gather both written and photo documentation to help organize future parties for the same topic. So this video is all about Super Bowl party, but you can certainly apply this to really any holiday gathering. So my next tip is to create a bin for storing the party supplies. So dedicate a container to store all of your party supplies. Things like a themed tablecloth, any napkins, plates, cups, serving trays, or bowls. The next tip is to create digital documentation for the event. So going back to that folder we were talking about, you want to create a document that you save in that folder. So whether it's on your phone or your computer, it's up to you, but it would list all the things that you need in order to throw a great party. So just some examples you can have is the menu. So you can share what you want to serve, what you're going to make versus what you're going to ask people to bring, the shopping list for not only the party supplies, but the food, the serving pieces. If you've got certain things you want to put out to serve different things, where are those things located and what are they going to be paired up with? Paper supplies, again, this could be where you write down, okay, here is my bin. I'm keeping it in this place, and these are the things that I have in it. The room setup, especially if you're going to be rearranging furniture, and a timeline for all the cooking that you may need to do for the party. My next tip is to take photographs of the room and of the buffet. So before your party starts, go ahead and take pictures of the room, especially if you are rearranging furniture. And make sure you take pictures of all the food setups so that you know where you want to place things and what you want to store in each thing for next year. My fifth tip is both a pre and post event, and that is to watch for sales. So, knowing ahead of time what your supplies are will help identify anything that's missing. So, then you can watch for sale items at your favorite grocery store or your favorite stock up store, and then you can either stock up ahead of time or replenish what was missing or add on something new for your party supplies. So you can do this both before the actual event, and you can also look for sales after a holiday when the stores are marking down their inventory because they don't want to keep their inventory. So either way, watch for sales and be aware of what you already have so that if you are going to buy something, it's purposeful and not, oh, now I have 27 napkin types, but I don't have any paper plates. The sixth tip is to evaluate the menu and the recipes. So think about after the party is over, did you run out of something? sooner than you wanted? Did you have way too much of something else? So now is the time to jot down some notes to update the serving sizes for next year and save them with your menu. Tip 7 is to evaluate as you go and refresh right after. So figure out what was working and what you would want to change or refresh for next year. So that could include the way you set up the room. It could include the decorations you had. It could also include what you served with the food or what the timeline was. But regarding the actual supplies, if you need additional items, like we said before, go ahead and buy them right away because you'll probably get a deep discount. Just make sure that whatever you go and buy, that you put it together with everything else that you had left over, so it's packed away again in your storage bin for next year. And my last tip is to update your timeline. So ask yourself, did you have enough time? Did you get the house ready in time? Whether it's vacuuming or cleaning up the bathroom, setting up for the party. Did you have time to make all the food before the party started? I know this year one of my recipes was not quite ready on time, and so I was able to write down some notes about how to back it up a little bit so that I have more time to make a recipe that I didn't realize would take as long as it did. What did you forget to do? Update your timeline so that things will run more smoothly next year. Well, that's it. I hope you can take these tips and apply them to your next Super Bowl party or really any gathering that you might have. I hope you find this helpful and I hope it helps to have a little more organization and a little less stress so that you can have a lot more fun. I encourage you to visit organizingmagic.com for more organizing resources, including our free e-newsletter and information on our monthly Zoom webinars, which are also free. And remember that new videos drop every Friday, so be in the know and click like and subscribe before you go so you never miss a single video. I'll see you next time.